Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is Dr. Patty, First Lady of Cornerstone Community Outreach Church. Listen, I'm coming to you with our Thanksgiving thoughts. Yes, that's an easy topic that we have been given for this month. Thanksgiving thoughts. When I think of Thanksgiving thoughts, I think about Jonah 2 and 9. It said, "But I will sacrifice unto thee with the voice of thanksgiving. I will pay that I have vowed, for salvation is of the Lord." And when I gave my life to the Lord, I vowed him me, right, as a living sacrifice to him. And you've heard me say over and over and over again, if you've been following on all the social media passages, "Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good, for his mercy endureth forever." That's Psalms 118 and 1. And when I'm thinking about Thanksgiving, my mind begins to go back over testimonies of the things that God has done. And I'm not going to sing it for you, though I could, but there's a song out by Hezekiah Walker, and it is called Gratefulness. And it goes, "I am grateful for the things that you have done." Yes, I'm grateful for the victories that we have won. I could go on and on and on about your works because I'm grateful, grateful, so grateful just to praise you, Lord. Flowing from my heart are the issues of my heart and their gratefulness. And I think about that as we do Thanksgiving thoughts. For me, that sums up Thanksgiving for me. I am so grateful for the things that God has done. Listen, in this world, in this life, in this body, in this mind, in this marriage, in this family, in this church, in this world, God has been good to me. Now notice, I didn't say everything that has happened has been good. And I didn't say everything that I endured and went through felt good and was good, but I can say I'm grateful. I'm grateful because no matter what came upon me, and no matter what I had to endure, and no matter what it looked like, and no matter what it sounded like, no matter what it felt like, no matter what people have said, no matter what people have done, the Lord's mercy has endured. The Lord has brought me through, and I am grateful. Listen, as I sit here talking to you and the tears are in my eyes, and I hope my voice doesn't quiver, but I really could have lost my mind. I don't say that when people talk about, "Ooh, I was getting ready to get mad." I could have lost my mind. Sanity could have escaped me, but the Lord has been good to me. Grief could have overtaken me, but it didn't because the Lord has been good to me. I could have gone and become bitter and mean and angry and hateful and untrusting and drawled back, but God has been good to me. I'm grateful that he has not let me get hardened. I'm grateful that he hasn't let me throw up my hands and walk away. I'm grateful that he's walking right beside me all the way. He's guiding my footsteps each and every day. I'm never alone, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the victories that I have won. You may have counted me out, and people may have counted you out, but God is mighty to save. He's standing in the midst of us, and for that I am grateful. Listen, I just want to praise the Lord because I'm grateful. When I think about Thanksgiving, my heart is filled with praise, and my heart is filled with thanksgiving, and I'm thankful because the Lord is my provider. I'm thankful that the Lord, he is my health. I'm thankful that the Lord, he is my mind regulator. I'm so thankful that the Lord has been my covering and my keeper. I'm so thankful because the Lord has let himself be made known unto me. Listen, I'm getting excited, y'all, and I'm trying to keep it low. But when I think about Thanksgiving, I think about the harvest that the Lord has given to me. The harvest of health, the harvest of well-being, the harvest of people who love me that I can love on. The harvest. Yeah, I'm not talking about abundance. I'm talking about the harvest that he's reaped up inside of me as he caused me to bear fruit in the land of my affliction. So many people were counted out when things got hard, and so many people quit and walked away. They never got to experience the fullness of joy that comes when God brings you through. Listen, I don't have time in the short amount of time that they give us for these to go back to in my life when I became aware of who the Lord was and aware that he had something special for me. No, I wasn't walking in it at the time. No, I didn't have anybody to explain it to me at the time. And therefore, I made decisions and I made choices that still at the age I'm at now have come home to roost. They have caused different changes and shiftings to take place and what it is going to be. And yet in that, the Lord has been good to me. That's why I give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good. He's been merciful to me. He's been kind to me. And guess what? He's been that way to you too. You have not died in your pollution because the Lord is there still waiting. He's mighty to save. He's mighty to heal. He's mighty to deliver. When I think about when I came into the knowledge of who he is, and I had to get rid of the stinking thinking and throw things out of my brain and out of my plate and out of the way of I did things, and things were hard and things struggled. And then just when I got into a place where I knew that God said, well done, the enemy came in against me like a flood. But guess what happened? When the enemy hit me and I felt I had a Job experience because it was coming from the left, the right, the top, the bottom, the front, the back, 2, 3, 4 at a time, and everything that comes, the Lord lifted up a standard against it. In other words, he put his banner and his covering over me. He kept me in perfect peace because my mind stayed on him. I'm grateful. Listen, I don't have time to give you the litany and the list of all the things that God has done in my life, but I challenge you right now to sit down and think about just how good God has been. Think about how his mercy has endured forever. Even in the hard times, even in the sad times, even when the tears are in your eyes, even when you don't understand, even when you don't even want to be in agreement with it. But the one thing you cannot say is that God has not been good to you, that his mercy has not endured through everything that you have gone through. Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good, for his mercy endures forever. And join me with the issues of your heart, flowing from your heart, being a life full of thanksgiving and gratefulness. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and to be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. And remember that God has the most amazing plan just for you. Happy Thanksgiving.